Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Ross, Nathan, hello. Kay, Thomas, good to see you guys. 1% dodgy, that's all that's left. Gremlin, hello. Robert, good to see you. Battlefronter, hello. Frozen, good to see you. T-Dot, welcome in. Hello, everybody. Cosplayer, Chubis, Bart, Sir Rail of Gun, hello. Welcome to the final percent. That is right. Kay needs status here as well. Let's see. And as moderator. There you go. Okay, should now have status. It might take a minute to apply. Avery, hello. Okay. Let's see. I'm on live chat. I have my hydration. I am recording. Let's get stuff going for the day. I think the place to start, I want to do a few practice runs against stupid idiot themselves to start the day. Because all of Pantheon 4 so far seems to be relatively achievable outside this stupid idiot right here. And if I can get a few practice runs against them, I think I'll be more comfortable. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Oh, this is not the same version, is it? This is a different version of the boss. Is this why it's been so difficult this whole time? Because I'm used to a different version? Yeah, this is not the same boss. Okay, well, you know what? I'll run up on this guy for a round. And then I assume it's the attuned version that I'm fighting in Pantheon 4. Because, yeah, that, like, the orb walk, what I'm gonna call it, where they have, like, the 4 orbs, they have 6 in the Pantheon version. Can you calm down? Ouch. Bro, you gotta relax. You have to stop. This is getting embarrassing. I've so got to die. I thought he was gonna teleport on that one. There's the teleport. There we go. It just occurred to me that Vayne is just a less goth Nightmind. I don't know if I know who Nightmind is. Anna, yes, thank you for coming in. The pre-flight checklist has been completed. Okay. Good to see you, Anna. Soul Master. I'm going to assume this is the version that's been giving me trouble in the Pantheon. Okay, yes, this seems Pantheon-y. Although they seem slower than they do in the Pantheon. I'm still not sure if this is the correct version. Maybe if I beat this... Yeah, this is still not the same version as the Pantheon. Okay, maybe if I beat this, and I can get, like, the Ascended or the Radiant or whatever. Because unfortunately, this is not going to be the best practice for me if it's not the exact same version. Because I've beaten this guy plenty of times. It's the Pantheon version specifically that's giving me troubles. I say as I get walloped into oblivion. Alright, can I heal? Okay, I can heal here. Would you like to fight the exact one, if possible? I mean, I suppose I might also be missing a plinth for the Soul Tyrant specifically. Yeah, this one is getting messy because I realized it's not the one I wanted and I kind of checked out ever so slightly, which is bad form. Bad form. Use Fusro Da. Sorry for backseating. You are allowed to backseat if it is for the comedic purpose of giving me mechanics from other games. Using Fusro Da is funny. The no backseating rule is largely to just prevent people from being like, yo, hey idiot, why aren't you using X build, or like Y mechanics? And it's like, because I don't give a shit, or I don't care, or maybe I'm doing the thing I want to be doing, and your opinion of the game is irrelevant to my enjoyment of the game. Telling me to soul trap the Soul Master is perfectly valid because it's funny. You're allowed to do that. Nightmind is a guy who covers spooky content. Ooh, alright. I don't mind a contemporary. Especially given how little overlap I have with, like, horror game content. Correct, yeah, Kay got the promotion last night. We made the call that it was time to upgrade. We've got a, not like a massive influx of like new people into the community. But the last few streams in particular were like, one more person wouldn't hurt. One more person would really be, I think, helpful for taking a load off the mod team. Or just sharing the responsibilities a bit more. Come on. Really? I thought for sure they would be dead. Both of you sounded like he does have a deeper, velvety voice for this spooky guy stuff. Hell yeah. Okay, let me try this one more time. I'm getting distracted. Heavy armor makes it harder to sneak. Hornet, you don't understand. I'm trying to sneak around, but my adamant plate mail is making it... is alerting the guards. How many game references did I just sneak into that one sentence? It was a few. Alright, okay. Oh my god, I didn't even realize these orbs were two-stacking. Maybe that's also part of the difficulty for me, is if the Pantheon version is also doing two masks and I didn't notice it. Okay. That's a very quick on to stage 2. You playing Oblivion after the next percent? I don't really have too many plans to touch Oblivion. It's not to say I won't. I owe someone in the community a playthrough of Prey from 2017. Arcane Studios Prey. So we'll be doing that next, because I think that'll only be like 2 or 3. That'll be kind of like a mini-series. Ouch. And then from there, it is a little up in the air. So maybe after doing like some vacation, there we go, I could do Oblivion. Keeping these streets clean for the mods. There we go. Okay, now can I do the proper version? I'm going to assume now it's going to have the Ascended? Yeah, the Radiant version. Okay, let's see what the Radiant's all about. It's still not got the same name that I'm expecting. Okay, but it's definitely moving as fast as the one I'm looking to practice on. Okay, so it seems like if I get just close enough, there's a careful distance game to play here with this one. We're like right here. Seems to be... No, it's still not the same version. I mean, I guess it's not so different, but I really feel like the 6-stack orb walk is what's confounding me so much, you know? Because, like, I'm kind of handling this pretty well. I'm going to assume with it being Radiant, I'm on my 1 health gimmick, you know? But, like, it's literally just the 6 orb walk that's confusing my brain. Yeah, Avery, I do think it's Soul Tyrant specifically. I figured, I think, that Soul Master would upgrade into Soul Tyrant. But I'm recognizing there might be a separate plinth. Yep, okay, so it's full health still. Interesting. Hey, it's fine if I take my next Tylenol like an hour early, right? Because mouth hurty and I want that to stop ASAP. You know, I'm not a doctor. And I'm not a dentist. And for what it's worth, I'm not a rapper. I've taken meds a little bit early. Are you the one? Nope, you're Shio. Are you the one? No. You're not the one. It probably won't kill you. If that's what you're looking for. You probably won't die. Then I caught that. Frozen, I can always rely on you. I think I'm good. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm feeling secure. Unless Soul Tyrant is down here somewhere and I've just missed them. It's Nosk, Collector, God Tamer, Umu. You. Serve my queen inside her dreams. Cringe, my friend. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they're, like, locked behind... I mean, this sure looks like a fancy door. From a recent surgery recovery, I was given a daily limit for Tylenol instead of doses per hour. I think it's just kidney/liver function, like pretty much everything medicinal. That makes sense. Because, like, the meds do gotta be processed by the body. I do know what this door is. I got curious and I did my homework. I do not think we will even be touching it. Which is a shame, because there's a cool looking sort of visual behind it. But I know what it wants. And I absolutely cannot hang. Alright. I'm gonna consider this a warm-up for, like, the proper run. I really don't think we're gonna be seeing a one. If I could just do a Coliseum of Fools with this, and after struggling for multiple days, just happen to get it day 1, or try run, attempt 1 of the next day, that would be fun. Man, how frequently did you get compliments on your profile photo? Suit Dog is a pretty beloved thing in the community, seems to be my understanding. One of the mods, ouch, has been working on a... You gotta stop this, dude. You gotta stop. We keep telling you. You gotta stop, Lost Kin. You gotta stop. One of the mods has been working on a plush knit version of Suit Dog. And I'm very excited for it. Ouch. Because as far as, like, brand identity goes, I'm remarkably happy with Suit Dog. Okay, you gotta give me a second to heal, dude. You gotta stop just doing this. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Okay, whatever. Is it Snoop Dogg with... No, Suit Dog. It's just like a King Charles Cocker Spaniel's head in a suit. Should I make Baked Ziti for D&D tonight? These are the kind of questions that I love. Yes, you should absolutely make Baked Ziti. Are you DMing tonight, or are you player? Do you just happen to be hosting, or are you bringing the Baked Ziti? Does the Ziti need to travel? Paracetamol is safe up to 4 grams per day without pre-existing stomach conditions. That feels like a lot. There's gotta be a way to do this fight faster. I feel like I've gotta be missing something here. It's just like, this fight is such a slog. Okay, let's do a quick heal. And like, the mechanics are not interesting enough to have such a long fight. Like, I didn't mind Grim because the mechanics were interesting, but this guy's just, I'm gonna be honest, this fight's boring. And it goes for so long. That seemed shorter than I remember. Now we have a new guy joining today, so we're having more chill and hangout. That is so fair. I have definitely made the mistake before of having a pre-existing D&D campaign that you try and just slot a new person into, because it's just like, it's just D&D, it'll be a friend, they'll show up and be funny, it'll be nice. And then it's like, oh no, there is no connecting power between this person and this group. I've ruined everything. Having an impromptu, like, half session, or like just a chill session to make sure vibes match is like the most important thing for adding a new person to a D&D campaign. It is severely underestimated how important that is. Vane, do you remember how you originally fought Soul Tyrant? I actually genuinely do not. Oh, you know what? Was it a dream sequence? I feel like it was a dream sequence. Holy shit, Trader Lord, give me those foams. Nah, brother. Give me the foams. So many of the background sets are so cool. I love the background sets. This and the Coliseum have the really fun, like... I just like the viewings. I like the audience. I like the crowd. It makes my inner theater kid feel fulfilled. Ouch. Oh, I thought I had my Shadow Dash there. Sneak a heal? Yeah, there we go. Dung Defender isn't necessarily difficult, but I feel like this fight is another one that just takes a very long time. Which is interesting, because I don't feel like most of... It's a weird, like... Because, like, the Enraged Guardian is, like, a 15-second ordeal. And then the Lost Kin is, like, 5.5 hours. And then the Trader Lord is, like, 18 seconds. And then the Dung Defender feels like you should put on an audiobook of Lord of the Rings in the background so you have something to do. This is a weird pantheon in terms of its timing. Alright, let's heal. Uncle, they ran me from my foams. Okay, not bad. That's a pretty good place. I didn't even realize it. When let me see if I have this right. When you rest at the bench and you open the charm menu, does she? Oh, I guess she doesn't show up. She regenerates your soul. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize Celebra or whatever gave you soul back when you sat at the bench. Very cool. Alright, who's next? Who do we got? Oh, you! Hello. Ouch. Alright, you know what, that's fair. You do get a hit for free. Ouch. Alright, I forgot you had that mechanic. One. Ouch! Okay, I'm gonna need you to relax for just 1 second while I remember what you are and who you do. You're too big, you're too big, you're too big. I respect and understand you. I know they call you the failed knight, but I sure am making mistakes here. Ouch. Like that. That was a classic blunder. Yeah, I thought she was just hanging out. I didn't realize that there was like a mechanic attached to her. I thought she was Jay chillin'. Ouch. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Warm up. Warm up. warm up. You thought she was just annoying? I thought she just wanted to hang out. I thought she was just here to chill. Hey, Cody. Am I getting that right? I know I've asked your name before. Yes, you are. I am Cody. Wonderful. It is a point of pride of mine to try and get as many names correct as possible. Oh, boy. Okay, come here. You mac and cheese head looking ass motherfucker. God, I cannot wait for this Pantheon to be over. I hate this fight so much. There is nothing about this fight interesting enough to make it this long. Are you dead? No, you're not dead. Oh my god, this is genuinely the hardest fight for me because it's just so disinteresting. I check out immediately. Okay, whatever. Whatever, run it back. But my god, P5 is bullying me. It's just a tag from a group of friends I was with. Ah, okay. There we go. Okay. Whoa! Okay. Little silly game, but whatever. Whatever. Have your last minute hit game. I don't care. Please be dead. Are you dead? No, of course you're not dead. You have 18 stages. Dude's out here thinking he's the fucking intro level to God of War 3. Is it God of War 2? What's the God of War game that has like an 18-stage boss fight? Get out of here. Are you dead? Jesus, be dead. How far have you gotten? Are you asking me specifically, or oh, you mean how far has Cody gotten? I understand. I forget. I want to say it's God of War 2 that I'm thinking of. Jacob Geller has a video on the new God of War that includes a reference to. No, is it his games that save the best for last? It's his games that save the best for last video. That he talks about how one of the God of War games has like an 18-stage boss fight to start the game. And look, I like creative narrative and design as much as the next thing, but 18 stages is a lot. But holy shit, I would prefer it over Lost Kin. Lost Kin is honestly, some people talked about how No Eyes here is like the most frustrating, obnoxious experience in the game for them. And that's Lost Kin for me right now. Ugh. There we go. Dead. Get out of here. Yeah, it's the Colossus of Rhodes. That's the one. Yes, I do believe cosplayer. Alright, you know what? I didn't know my charge regen. I overdid it. I overdashed. Whatever, you're dead. I don't have a link to the Discord in the chat, do I? In the description. I keep meaning to always put, like, a temp link. Okay, that's kind of a bold start. Come on, dude. Where are you coming up? Where are you going? I almost wish there was a different button to do the shadow dash as opposed to just doing the normal dash, because sometimes I just want to dash for movement, and sometimes I want to dash for evasion. And the fact that I have to do one button for each, I'm getting a little tired of. Can you be dead? Thank you. Just an invite invalid link? Yeah. I forget that I keep using the same description, and that link is long dead. Saying good fight gameplay is so satisfying. Yeah, the few times when I've been able to really bring it and have like clean gameplay, I don't know. It's one of the, you can tell when you're doing well. Is I think one of the satisfying things about a Hollow Knight. Ouch. Am I just tired? What am I doing? What am I doing? Thane, what the fuck are you? What are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with me? What the hell was that? What are you doing? You could have done nothing and it would have been better. Now you get to do Lost Kin again. Oh my god. Fan, what's your favorite part of Hollow Knight? Oh, I really like it when I got to fight the really boring, disinteresting boss 18 times in a row. Dead. Oh, boy. I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. You're so boring. You're such a How are you in Pantheon 4? You are Pantheon 2 at best. You are not an interesting fight. The only thing that makes you interesting is your stupid little macaroni and cheese looking ass ghosts, and that's not even an interesting mechanic. There is no way you're getting an invitation to Smash. If Waluigi doesn't make it into Smash, there's no way Lost Kin's ever showing up. Oh, look at me, I can wave my sword around. You're not interesting. We got a dude in the Pantheon named Dung Defender, and they're way more cool than you. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is that Dung Defender is the cooler Daniel in this situation? Get out of here. No one likes you. I'm bullying you. It's a very orange mac and cheese. Look, here in the States, our macaroni and cheese is more like bad bread and chemicals, and that's what it looks like. It's nacho cheese macaroni. It's the Dorito brand mac and cheese. Hey, No Eyes. Thanks for showing up and being more interesting than Lost Kin. Thanks for bringing more interesting mechanics to the table than the boss before you. Bonk, you're dead. Okay. What Hollow Knight boss should get an invitation to Smash? Hornet. Are you kidding me? Hornet. Get Hornet in Smash. Hornet would go crazy mode in Smash. Or the Mantis Lords. I don't know how you would do it, but the Mantis Lords in Smash. Or just like a random, just put a random bug. Alright, so you do this. The fact that his horns catch me when I'm dashing over him. Mildly obnoxious. Whatever, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Watch me heal, because I don't care. Sure, game. That's fine. That's fine. Cornifer for Smash. I could respect a Cornifer. His side B has to be he deploys his wife who just hits you with Bapanada and you take like 25%. Just an unblockable Bapanada. You know what? You're dead. Get out of here. Whatever. Where are you? Come back up here. You're dead. Next phase, please. Somebody should put... They should put Confessor GG in Smash so they can finally do something. They should get you to design... I have long been of the opinion, Kay, that they should just put me in charge of everything. He deploys his wife was unreasonably funny. But seriously, what the fuck is Confessor GG in the game for? I've never actually had a I don't understand. Who is Confessor GG? What do they do? I've never understood their value. And I don't think it's my fault. Who the fuck is Confessor GG? Yeah, it's not like I'm not gonna make shit worse. If you give me complete and total unprecedented power over the totality of it, I'm not gonna make things worse. At best, you just get a weird side grade. Thane, it's actually Pope now, Bishop. No, wrong dash. You goose. Wrong no, actually right dash. There you go. Why am I not getting any soul for hitting the body? I'm only getting soul for hitting he head. Interesting. Soup dog for Pope? They already got a new Pope. It seemed a pretty efficient process. Who is this? Oh, you! I must confess, I do enjoy this fight quite a bit. I don't know if it's like all of Pantheon 4 is interesting enough to justify this fight, but I do like this fight quite a bit. This is just the right amount of like movement and positioning shenanigans for me. Hey champ, do you think you can come back down? Okay, I'm gonna heal. He's just a little guy, you don't gather soul from pure metal? There's definitely a few dudes who I've been hitting that are just metal all the way through that still give me soul. See you, dude, good fight. How did you come up with Thane Bishop as the name for the channel? So Thane Bishop is my writing pseudonym. It's what I do all my writing under. And it originates from the very first tabletop RPG character I ever played. No, actually, it might have been the second. It was the first one that I, like, gave a shit about and connected with. It was a... Dark Heresy? No, it was Black Crusade. It was the Black Crusade Warhammer tabletop game. And the joke was... He was this, like, renegade psyker. Which is basically just, like, an unsanctioned wizard, if you were talking, like, D&D terms. Who just had absolutely nothing going for him in life, and he was very bitter about it, because he actually came from this, like, very prestigious, noble family. But he'd basically been, like, cut off, and now no one gave a shit about who he was. And the joke was, you can tell he's supposed to be important, because both of his names are titles. But he's constantly in that, like, hey, can you spare me a 20 for gas? I'm in a rough spot right now, and I just need to make it through the month kind of vibe. And I've always resonated with the name, because it was, like, the first one I didn't, like, take from the book in, like, a how to name your character, roll for random name kind of vibe. It was the first character that actually felt like it was connected to me and its identity. And I just slowly, over time, became more and more attached to the name of the character. And part of being a writer is choosing your pseudonym and choosing, like, your sort of identity for how you want to present yourself in your art. Although that's kind of a thing, I think, for a lot of creative mediums. Like how Matthew Mercer's actual given name was Matthew Miller, but when he went to go sign up for the Actors Guild, or whatever, there were like 19 Matthew Millers, so he needed something to set him apart. And just throwing Matthew Mercer as the name instead. is what did it for him. Let's go! I swear there are times... Oh, he's only doing 1 health. Interesting. Phew. Okay, clean. And then we just stay here. Get a bop. And get a bop. Oh, come on, game. Really? You're not gonna give me that one? That's fine. And then I sit right here and I can heal. No, 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 no. No, you don't understand. I have to win this one. You don't understand. This one's important to me. Bop. And then we sit right here. Woohoo! 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 This fight's kind of fun when you're not absolutely performing like dog shit. Okay. One bonk. This is fine. This is fine. I'm in control. Everything is fine. I'm actually waiting now for the orb walk so I can get a free heal. I feel like that's growth. I'm very happy with that. You've got to be close. You must be so close to being dead. We got to be close here. Come on, man. Yes! Okay, phase change. Round 2. I can do this. I've totally got this under control. And then we sit right here. Oh, God, it feels so good to become good at a thing. Interesting. That's not what I thought was going to happen. That's fine. I can take this 3 health to the finish line. Okay, and then we heal back to 3. Whew. Come on. Oh, okay, the pattern's changing. Oh, the pattern's changing. Definitely running out of places where I can get confident, reliable hits, I feel like. Wow, I was really overthinking the orb walk yesterday. Orb walk, maybe? Dash through, get to the middle, and heal. Ugh, bad timing, bad timing. Okay, what's the phase 2? What's phase 2 gonna be? Yep, it's the same thing. It's just a bullet hell, but the man is the bullet. Ouch. No, 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 no. Come on. Oh, because I touched him. Because I touch. I'm not allowed to sneeze. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Ah. Alright. Oh, God, you fucking lost kin again. Why doesn't the streamer just do it right if he doesn't want to fight lost kin again? I don't understand. If the streamer wants to win, why doesn't he just not lose? I don't understand. I'm confused. Oh, great, Ron. What? I'm not allowed to sneeze? Look, I'm not here to pick favorites. But the amount of times that Frozen has not been in a space and I've made a joke and then immediately followed that joke with, I wish Frozen was here, they would think this is funny, is remarkably high. Alright, you know what? That was a cool hit. I gotta give you that one. Yeah, I'll take a heal. Why not? Ooh, that was a cool little double parry. All right, you know what, Lost Kin? You're still boring, but I award you, perhaps I judged you too harshly, but not like very too harshly. I gave you like a C- when maybe you deserve a C+. That is playing favorites? No. That's not playing favorites. What are you talking about? It's just celebrating that Frozen and I have a remarkably similar sense of humor and stored catalog of memes. That's all. My favorite is Anna. There we go. Perhaps I judged you too harshly. You give me the opportunity to be cool. I actually don't even think Anna's here right now. I haven't seen her in chat for a minute. Which is totally fine. No, there she is. Ouch. Okay, hold on a minute, Mantis Lord. I'm not showing you any respect, and you at least deserve the smallest amount. Okay, alright, you know what? That's fine. We'll just run it back. Is 22:45. I've got a genuine question, because I know that that's like 10:45. Thomas, when you, like, if you were to say that out loud, would you say 10:45 and just use the 22:45 as, like, visual representers? Or do you say 22:45? Because here in the US, we use the, like, the double 12 scale or whatever. You know what, maybe I just need a round or two to just blow it. Maybe I just need to completely biff it for a second. I'd say 10:45, but you visually represent that with 22:45. That's very interesting. Oh, man. I will admit, I'm definitely feeling a little bit burnt out on the Pantheons. I'm definitely in the, like, I can't wait for this Pantheon to be over kind of stage. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's not unfun, but it's like, I'm at the point where it's like, okay, I understand. There's nothing here that's like, there's nothing here that's new. I don't know. It'll feel good to beat, but I'm not like... This feels more like work than game, if that makes sense. Are you dead yet? No, but you're gonna keep sending cheese blobs after me to make it harder to heal. I'm gonna pay you $1,000 to be dead. Can I pay you $1,000 to be dead? Please, just... My kingdom for your corpse, please. But also, Thomas, go make your snack. You work so hard, and you're so good at what you do. You deserve a snack whenever you want. Vayne is feeling trapped. I mean, there's no way that I'm gonna get to 111% and to be like, ah, that's good enough for me. No, I've pinned myself down. I have to get the 112. I don't have a choice. Like, the entire premise of the video in my head is already, I got 112% on Hollow Knight, and now I can say whatever I want about it, and no one can try and tell me that, like, my opinion is invalid, or that I don't have an educated basis, because it's like, I did everything. I did everything the game says is required to understand the game. I get to say whatever I want now. I'm Breadsword, watching all 44 Scooby-Doo movies. I'm Brian David Gilbert, reading all 112 books in Skyrim or whatever. This is gonna be my Hollow Knight book report. And if I have to beat the shit out of Lost Kin 18 times to make that happen, I'll do it. I'm gonna complain about it. As, ow my, hey No Eyes, can you just like, just choose a spot. Just choose a spot. Thank you. Frozen, what's the line that precedes that? It's like, Master Tenkaru was there, and also Lord General Blingus, and Archibald Fungles was there, as well as Head Priest Mungus. They talked for hours long into the morning, and then each departed and went home to his own colony, and though little was said of their conversations amongst each other, it was clear that they were to be friends of one another. Riveting! Sorry, I think I just, oh, god damn it. Oh, I'm sweating. It's so hot in my studio right now. I'm like dripping. My tea's too hot. Guys, I gotta be honest. I made tea with a kettle today. It's too hot. The tea's too hot. My core body temp is too high. And now I'm sweating. The tea's too hot. The nice thing about a microwave is you get a nice, consistent, comfortably warm. None of this near boiling that makes you too hot to play Hollow Knight. Kettle too hot. I literally just joined what's happening. I'm losing my mind. But not in like a, I'm losing my mind, but in like a chill and like relaxed, sort of controlled crash out vibe. What's happening is I'm doing great, how are you? Bonk. Bonk. Oh, you should, what? Let me bonk. I hate your guts, I hate your guts, I hate your guts, I hate your guts. I hate your dumb macaroni and cheese looking head. I hate your dumb cheese blobs. I hate everything you are and everything you will ever be. Anna, I did see you though. I'm sorry you're a little burnout, but I'm glad you're here. You can also take the day off if you'd like. I say as if I'm your actual boss. You're a volunteer. You can just not volunteer today. That is okay. Kettle tea mentioned. Yeah, thanks for the 2, Thomas. Yeah, I made tea with a kettle today, and it tastes the exact same. There is no discernible difference in flavor. The tea's just hotter. Which means I'm sweating a little bit. Am I sweating because of the tea? Or am I sweating because I've had to fight Lost Kin 19 times in 4 minutes? No, no eyes, please. Dead. Please be dead. I'm on my hands and knees, no eyes. I'm begging you, just let me fight the defender. Thank you, be dead now. Morning, Thane, hope you're well. Patchy, I'm doing so good. How are you? Volunteering? I'm quite literally paying you. Yeah, the relationship is a little weird. Look, the answer is I'm working on it. I'm gonna make this a bit more of a formal relationship, I think. Why was that hard? I wanted to buy someone a Thane Bishop Patreon subscription. I think you can do that? Can you do that? I don't know how gift subscriptions to Patreon work. It's 6 a.m., I can't sleep, and I'm ready to pick a fight with God. You are allowed to do that. I don't know where your odds sit in that kind of engagement, but you have my permission. For whatever it is worth. Let's see, quick heal? Yeah, quick heal. Alright, I'll just trade one back. That works too. Dung Defender, I award you just interesting enough out of 10. Bane is fighting the gods. Yeah, but like, what are my odds on any given run, you know? Fighting the gods does not seem to be a thing to undertake lightly. It seems very hard. Maybe if we feed him $10 more, he'll release the next Cyberpunk. I gotta keep the Cyberpunk videos stowed away in the back for when I need a video to breach containment. ZD status, onion and sausage almost ready to add to sauce. Ooh. Or add sauce. God, I could go for some fucking ZD. That sounds so good. Ouch. Ouch. Whoops, double jump. Okay, definitely looking a little messy here. But like, I've been messier. I'm gonna take the chance to heal. I'm gonna play this one very safe. Because also, he seems to kind of just chill until you bonk him. Are you dead? No, now you're dead. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, lock behind the damn black wall, don't you? I honestly, there is a small part of me that wonders what my channel would look like if I just committed to doing Cyberpunk videos for the first, like, 6 months. Because, like, the difference in reception between that first Cyberpunk video and, like, the Hades video that followed was massive. Like, even to this day, that Hades video does not get a lot of attention. Which is fine. It's a pretty, I don't know. It's a little bit of a rough video from just a scripting and mic perspective. It changed, like, identity halfway through production because I wasn't good at what I was doing. And, like, quite frankly, I'm still not terribly good. I don't feel. Don't do too good while I'm gone. Sounds good, Kay. But, like, I specifically chose to do the Hades video because I didn't want to, like, lock myself into just being a Cyberpunk channel. Because, like, I've seen channels that, like, focus on a single topic, get very successful within the grounds of that singular topic, and then, like, interest in that topic, like, fades and burns out. And then they're just kind of left with a channel identity that no one cares about. And that's rough. That sucks. So I think in the long run, it was definitely better to not commit to just being a cyberpunk essayist right off the bat. But I do get curious, you know? The whole element of what if I had just made cyberpunk videos? Because I think if you look at my, like, channel videography, if I just committed to making cyberpunk and Skyrim videos, who knows where my channel would be. But it seems like those are sort of the, like, cash cow videos for my channel. I can just make a Cyberpunk or a Skyrim video, and as long as they're not total dog shit, they will get attention and breach containment. Which is nice to have something. But I looked into the crystal and know what would have happened. Because every single one has been on a game that I absolutely love. Yeah, that was always, like, the hope, you know? Was to get to a point where I could make videos on whatever I wanted because people were coming to the channel for me, not for, like, singular game, you know? Which is also kind of a difficult thing. I don't know. Content creation is very difficult in a very weird way. Because, like, It's not a traditional job. I don't have a boss. I'm not answering to somebody. I don't have like a board of directors to entertain. But because so much of my channel's success is based on like, are people interested in my creative identity? If the answer is no, it's very hard to separate that from like your worth as a person and the way your brain works. Which is difficult in a way that I think, I don't know, it's a very unique difficulty to have in a job. Because, like, my last job, no one gave a shit about my creative ideas. They gave a shit if I put the drink into the can, or if I brewed the tea correctly. And, like, there's no creative agency in that, you just do the thing. And, like, it's not fun, and it's boring, and you have to answer to people you don't really like. But, like, putting tea into the can is not like a commentary on the value of your creative process as a person, you know? Ouch. Shit. Wrong phase. Alright, let me slow down for a second. This is definitely in the I'm almost done with this fight, and I just need to not blow it phase. I'm gonna wax philosophical about my value as a human being based on my creativity when I get to the bench. So what you're saying is my next video should be on Cyberpunk? Look, if you wanted to, I could give you, there's so much we could do with a Chubis Cyberpunk shitpost bonanza. Honestly, I'd probably actually have to go hands-off on that one. I can just tell. I would try and strong-arm too much of my own understanding and thought process. It would barely be a Chubis video if you let me. I would push way too much. You can't let me, if you do a Cyberpunk video, you probably can't even have me do a voice for it. Cyberpunk is like far too personal a thing for me. I would be a terrible, oh no, not like this. Really? I was definitely dashing game, come on. Ah, God, this is not fun, but I've really pinned myself into doing it. Chubis, thanks for the 5. Where do I sign? It's largely up to Chubis. The Chubis videos started out as a little bit of like a Bishop Press community like fan thing, and now Chubis is kind of just like, Chubis is just a professional doing their own professional stuff at this point. My poor work laptop is trying to fly away. No, poor laptop. You have to be nice to the machine. All of that time airborne just to get hit when I land. Oh, I even knew what he was doing. Why did I do that? Is that the second time that I've died today on the final stage of Soul Tyrant? I feel like that's the second time I've gotten to the final stage. Unless there's like a bullshit bonanza third phase. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, would definitely obliterate a bit of my trust and faith in Team Cherry. Can you be dead? Thank you. Pantheon 4 claims Nether Soul. I mean, look, we knew challenging the gods wouldn't be fun. Or at least we knew it wouldn't be easy. The exact measure of the difficulty was, perhaps not fully known, but I didn't come into Pantheon and God Home thinking I was going to have, like, an easy time. Which is something to say, that, like, I think every single Pantheon in some way has given me an incredible amount of fight. I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna heal. Trust and faith in Team Cherry is a hell of a drug. Everything they've basically shown me with Hollow Knight has given me an... I probably shouldn't say too much because it's gonna be a massive part of the video. But the ability to trust a developer is a unique thing. Just be glad Door 5 is optional. I will probably attempt Door 5. The vibe I have gotten is that Door 5 is like... Door 5. Door 5 doesn't even seem like a challenging fun. It just seems like frustrating for the sake of frustrating to appease the people who are too good at this game. Okay, Mr. Defender. Door 5 is class 3 fun? What is class 3 fun? Ugh. Oh, you know what it is? It's not that the tea was too hot, although I will maintain that excuse. It's that I had a bunch of coffee on an empty stomach, and I'm getting, like, jitters. That's why I'm sweaty. It's definitely not the game. Just let me hit him when he is screaming. Just let me hit him. If he wants to scream, that's at his own risk. The world doesn't stop because I start screaming. How come he gets that privilege? How come White Defender gets screaming privilege? Dead. Similar events include making a deal with God, flipping your boat on a windy lake, and thermonuclear war. If you get P4 today, are you heading straight for the final boss? I think there's one thing I've missed up here that we'll do after P4. It is a thing of basically zero consequence at this stage in the game. If I beat P4 today, the intent is to finish the game. And then, depending on what I want, we'll either play some Spore, or I'll just end the stream and just have a nice sort of half day. No, wrong, Thane. Okay, let's heal. Type 2 fun is fun in retrospect. Ah, so like FromSoft games. We need some uncheckable power. You want to play Dishonored? I'm not against Dishonored. I can play Dishonored. Would you try Path of Pain once just for me? Yeah, I can try Path of Pain. I probably need to at least attempt Path of Pain. Oh my, this Dream Shield is running me through. Okay, let's just... Nope, corner to heal. Corner time. Corner time. Would you want Dishonored 1 or Dishonored 2? Because I will say, I do want to do a run-through of Dishonored 2 still. With the New Game Plus to get all powers. Because I prefer Emily's angle on the story, but I prefer Corvev's blink, and I want the chance to use both. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, you know what? That one was on me, game. That one's on me. Can't fault you. Okay, that one was on you, game. Let's be real. You put the spear in the path of my teleportation. Let's cringe and you know it. Okay. Never stop loathing. I will admit, when I first heard the voice of the outsider for Dishonored 2, I was a little bit like, ah, you couldn't get the guy back? Oh, that's stupid. He was in the Dream Shield phase position and then spawned a new sword. I need a snack. I will say, there is one particular point where I think Outsider 2 voice is better, but I very much so, overall, I think have a preference for Dishonored 1 voice. Oh, it's lost to Kim again. He's only beaten. I've beaten Dishonored 2, I think 4 or 5 times now. I just haven't done the New Game Plus aspect. Because I've done both characters. I've done High Chaos. I've done Low Chaos. I have done Merciful Ghost. So there's not a lot in Dishonored 2 I haven't done. No, don't get to— oh my god, I just fucking wasted all of that. Are you dead? Oh, thank goodness. Gonna make a Dishonored 2 video and change the voice actor from Fane! That is very funny. You get me to just do a different voice? I can do a handful of decent voices. A lot of my voices are kind of just me doing my best to sound different, but I've got a handful that are, ouch, interesting and distinct, I feel like. The Grand Mother voice? Ooh, the Grand Mother. I like that. That's funny. I know I said that in like the driest tone possible, but I do think that's funny. Hit you with sort of the Patrick Warburton. Oh, that was funny. It was a funny joke, and everyone liked it. That was a bad Patrick Warburton. I don't want to hear a thing about it in chat. We all know it. Just take it to your grave. Thank you for being dead. I'll miss Grandma Moth voice. I don't think I can ever do it again. I think it's so intrinsically linked to that character. The problem with the Grandma Moth voice is it's the most divisive thing I have ever done since my Sunless Sea video. Class is starting. Bye, y'all. Sounds good, Gremlin. Thanks for hanging out for a little while. It's been good to see you. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna beat Dung Defender. I'm gonna head to the spa. I'm gonna take an early break. Because I need some food and some water. I need a snack. And then, I still have some scripting work I need to do, because my schedule's just been a nightmare. Okay, you know what? Hold tight. I'm gonna test the theory. That's a heal. Yeah, I can heal there. I can heal here. Oh, beans, water. I know what you mean is, oh, beans, comma, water exists. But you did unfortunately just type the words, oh, beans water exists, which is a very funny typo. Or grammatical implication, rather. Do not drink the bean water. Under no circumstances drink the bean water. Splish splash. Okay, I'm gonna take an early break because I'm honestly thinking we're gonna go as long as necessary to beat P4. Fane, Hornet versus Falcon in Exodus. It's the only one in the game. You get one special ride on the Hornet or whatever. Okay, give me like 3 minutes for a short break. I'm literally just gonna go make like a piece of toast and get some water. I'll be right back.
Fetch some more. Of course, Mom. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Run, fetch some more. Of course, Mom. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Okay. That feels better. Whenever I do coffee on like an empty stomach to start the day, I always feel like it's like a dice roll. And there's like a 5% chance it's just like, hello. Instead of energy, would you like jitters for the entire day? Whew. Okay, so what is coming up next? And is there anything I want to swap out to deal with that? I don't think so. I'm way too used to Sharp Shadow at this... Well... Is there anything I'd rather have other than Sharp Shadow? What about Long Nail? What if I... Okay, who do I dash through at this point? Because it's not the Sharp Shadow that's giving me the ability to dash through. That's just Shadow Dash. This just adds damage to it. I honestly might go for the Long Nail here. Let's try a run here. Take caffeine with food. I know I'm supposed to, but I'm bad at doing the things I'm supposed to do sometimes. Oh my, wow, that was immediate. Okay. On it, as a note, I did see your contribution in the bridge. If you're good for it, I'd be totally fine to do a call later tonight after the stream. Or if you're not in the energy for it, we can chat later. Ouch. Okay, let's take a second to heal. There we go. 2 hits. Whew. Okay. I don't think this is supposed to be a hard fight. I'm just definitely messing up some of my timings here. Anna's going to the principal's office? Less Anna's going to the principal's office and more like there's a discussion to be had with the mods about unrelated things. Oh, beans. And I just need to make sure they know that I'm present and aware. They do a lot of very good work for me. The least I can do is be attentive. Mods plural? We can do that. Ouch. Okay, hold on. I'm in mod brain. I gotta get back to actually playing the game. Whew. Hello, Cinnamon. Welcome in. Do we have a Cinnamon? Oh, Cinnamon, hello. Cinnamon, you caught me in, like, the most focused I've ever been in my life. Welcome in.
Bill, mine.
First time catching a stream, excited to see you take down P4 live. That is the goal. I'm glad you're here for it. Ouch. I definitely don't... I feel like I'm having a lot more trouble on these, like, intro waves today than I was yesterday. Like, I feel like this guy never gave me any trouble. And now all of a sudden, I'm having a very difficult time with a lot of, like, the mid-Pantheon stuff. I'm gonna try not to be anxious. There's nothing to be anxious about. I just want to sort of figure out the best plan of action. So, like, no one's done anything wrong. It's just
Bill, mine.
chance to get same page on some stuff. Absolutely nothing to be anxious about. If it was a bad thing, I wouldn't have brought it up on the platform with a bunch of people.
Bill, mine.
Okay, this is not supposed to be difficult for me. I'm supposed to know what I'm doing here. Counterpoint, I know what I'm doing here. Ouch, fuck, dude. Oh, it's when they spawn in the floor. I miss them. I'm not looking at the floor.
Mine.
I'm not looking for things to phase into the material from the immaterial. From the floor. You have got to be close to be dying. You have to be close. I'm on my hands and knees begging you to be dead. Please 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 be dead.
Mine.
How am I alive? No! Oh, no, no, no. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Continue to be alive. Continue to be alive. I've got to do Lost Kin again. I don't even know that. I feel like I have the Dream Shield distance for him down so clean. I'm actually shocked I got hit there. Whatever. Whatever, game. Get out of here. My bakery boss, not Thane. I have the tendency, when it comes to like actual positions of leadership or authority, I think, to be remarkably relaxed about a lot of stuff, which sounds great, has actually been a problem in the past. Oh my god, am I dumb? Am I the only one who finds this fight to just be brain-numbingly uninteresting? Am I weird for this? Like, nothing else in P4 is quite like this, but it's genuinely kind of killing my interest in doing a full 112 that I have to keep doing this fight. Okay. And I can't tell, like, is that just me? Is that just like my weird boss that I don't like for no particular reason? Does everybody, oh my god. Such a friendly community. I should have joined the stream earlier. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're having a good time. Ouch. Okay, chance to heal. Anna got me a Patreon subscription. Welcome to the Thunder team, Frozen. Anna, thank you. Okay. Because it also goes from, like, Lost Kin and No Eyes into one of the more interesting fights, I think, in the entire game. Like, I'm giving Traitor Lord big ups at this point. I love this fight. And it's mostly just, it's such a rapid pace that, like, if you do it right, you feel so good and in control, and if you do it wrong, it feels so punishing to get wrong. Traitor Lord was way worse on release. Traitor Lord was also really hard in the wild. I feel like this is not the same version of Traitor Lord that you face with Cloth. Ouch. Alright. Petition to rename it the Pantheon instead of the Patreon? You'd have to take that up with the owners of the larger Patreon platform. If I was more of like, if I was like a Greek history lore channel, that would actually be a very fun. That'd be a fun little. Not gimmick. Gimmick is diminishing, but you know what I mean. It'd be a fun little flavor. I need you to be dead. You have to be dead. You have so got to die. Thank you. I mean, as an in-server joke. No, I know. Sorry. I was kind of riffing off of that. Oh, so worse, as in like they were less interesting to fight, you say, Veronica. If I recall correctly, Trader Lord on release only had his melee attacks and didn't have double damage. Interesting. I feel like Trader Lord is kind of like final boss of an area vibe, if memory serves, so I don't mind them having the double mask. But I can see not having the double mask kind of making them a less interesting encounter. Have some money. Ivan, thank you for the 5. I will have some money as a treat, just for me. Thank you very much. Ivan's good to see you. I feel like I'm gonna want a change-up, and I'm not sure what it is. What if I dropped the unbreakable strength? I do less damage, but I can hit from way further away. Is range and distance going to be more valuable than damage in the fights to come? Honestly, I think yes. I'm gonna give it a try. This probably won't be the final run anyways, so why not? Things like Soul Shade unlock to access to making him harder than average makes sense. Yeah, I do get that. I think that's reasonable. Ouch. Oh, I thought he was gonna jump. There's the jump. There we go. Oh, shit. Phase break. Okay. Whew. What are we discussing, and is it funky? I just changed up the build a little bit. It's a little funky. I've gone to reduced damage, but as long of range as I can get, because I feel like for things like Soul Tyrant, range is actually going to be more reliable than extra damage. You have got to, no, he's probably not close because I'm missing the nail. I'm missing the stronger nail. Okay, not bad though. Still not bad. Have you ever played Coffee Talk? I've not played Coffee Talk, but I have played Valhalla, which is I understand to be like a cyberpunk bar sort of sister vibe. Although I do want to play Coffee Talk. I love good narrative games. They're difficult to stream and make videos on. But I like the vibe of Coffee Talk a lot. Valhalla is one of those games that I keep meaning to go through and get a local copy of for its soundtrack. There's so many good places where I feel like the music from Valhalla would fit into, like, backgrounds for videos. Just hit him, just damage. Okay. Ouch. I'm probably safe here. Because, like, there's a few songs in, like, a lot of Valhalla is sort of by design with its soundtrack supposed to just be, like, the background music to not distract you or not, like, disrupt the flow of a story. I think there's a song that's, like, Base of the Titans. That's, like, this is a Mick Gordon song. This is Doom. This is the sound of Doom. Somebody has come into this bar and started playing Doom Eternal on their Switch. Thank you for answering. I literally, no one likes it. All I did was exactly what the Nail Master asked. The Nail Master had one request and I fulfilled it. And people try and tell me that I'm a mean guy for it. The nailsmith is at rest after their final wish has been fulfilled. And they'll try and tell you that I'm a villain for that. I'm definitely liking the distance game on this nail setup a lot. I don't have it down like perfect, but it is feeling good. That's such a long distance, whoa! Okay, hang tight, little friend. Oh, you know what? Now's not a good time to heal. Now's a good time to heal. No, what if we didn't die here? What if instead of dying, oh, I'm dead. Oh, just let me get two. Can I get greedy for two? Seawater is boiling. Just got al dente, the seawater. No, wrong button. Definitely the wrong button. Oh! I was not in control of that. I was not in control. Okay, I need to get some heals in during the fight still. I feel like no matter what happens, I always forget what the next boss is. Like, I have no idea. Is it Trader Lord that's next, or have I already fought Trader Lord? I genuinely could not tell you. Water has been drinked. Good. Good, good, good. I was not in control, says man in control. I don't think he asked for it will hold up in court. Depends on the court. Okay. Ooh, I'm in the wrong spot. There we go. This is kind of where I'm thinking the long nail might be a better option. And I think so far it's working out for me. That was some of the best Hollow Knight I think I've ever played. I feel remarkably successful with with oh my goodness. Arif, hello. Sometimes I miss people coming in, and then I see people saying hello to the person who just came in, and that's how I catch that a new friend is here. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ah, I knew I was gonna get that wrong. That's okay, I can still sneak a heal. Little jump. Hey, clean, let's go. No hit Pantheon 4. I don't think I will ever be a, like, no hit Hollow Knight player. I don't think I've got that in the cards. With the exception of that one Mantis Lords fight, I could maybe go for that. I could maybe go for a no hit on the Mantis Lords. Have my own little personal final boss, kind of. You've got to be dead. Okay. Big heal. This is not phase 2. This is... Wouldn't it be so nice if this was just the final boss, and then we were done with P4 after this? If after this there was just nothing else to do? Okay. Time for bullshit. Wow, this is actually way easy if you just pay attention. Okay, there we go. Easy game. Ben doesn't got the... No. I've got, like, Warhammer autism, not no-hit game autism. Okay. Greg Glintstone's video on why he likes Elden Ring Soul 1, or maybe worth a watch. Interesting. I could be into that. Oh, okay. Hello.
Burrado, Mr. Lahu.
Show reverence, Omega 1. Show fear. Thou approachest a great and terrible god. Though its worldly body be bound and defiled, the glory of its pure form endures, ruler of this pantheon. Its endless power shall attune us to the Great One still, a god of gods. Meager one, dost thou imagine thyself the equal of this god? Dost thou imagine thyself made in its image? Dost thou assume a similar shape, and a deep echo within thee seems familiar? Ah, what thoughts are these? Thou so blasphemies in our mind, wretch, begone! We pray that the god of nothingness silence thee forever. That's very rude of you. Do you have any dreams? O bound one, thy silence... What? Let's bring that one back. O bound one, thy silence nearly deafens us. Foolishly we feared thee, yet only by thine providence shall we find the one we seek, the god sleeping within. Nap time. Okay. Oh, it's you! Hello. Be you friend or foe? Oh, you're foe. Okay, alright. Okay. That was only a 1 damage hit, I think. Gotcha, so they can do that. They've got that, they've got that. Okay, holy sh... Was that 3 damage on the spikes? Okay. Alright, well, we know what that means. Spikes was 2. Okay, Spikes was 2. Now that we've done that, we should have access to... Where are you? Where are you? Not you. Not you. Not you. You, I bet. Alright. Let's go. Fight me! Okay. Silent Scream for a stagger. Teleportation into knives. That's a dash. Dash does 2. Dash does 2 again. Into knives. Pillars on the jump. Okay, he holds that for longer than I think he's going to. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. One of the more difficult things here, actually, is the background is the same color as the little Orbeez that kind of indicate that the Shadow Dash is ready. So I'm having a difficult time pinpointing when I am and am not good to dash through him. Okay, safe. Not safe. Not safe. Safe. Pillars? Okay. Safe. Gotcha. Dead. Okay. I get you. I get you. I get it. Okay. Okay. I'm getting there. How would bug chiropractors work when their skeletons are on the outside? That is a great question. I feel like... Do you think it's like... They can just pop like a piece of their shell off and then like get a massage and then put that piece of the shell back on? If I was designing bugs, that's what I would do. Ooh, interesting. If you get close enough, you can get hits in during the knives phase. He holds it longer than you think. He holds it longer than you think. Okay. Because, like, is the bug exoskeleton, like, the only outside layer they have? Or do they have, like, bug skin underneath the exoskeleton. Because that's going to determine a lot of... Okay, knives. I know how to do that. Okay, I feel like I went too early there, but I'm actually good. Fuck, pillars. Oh. Jeez. I touched his leg, so I died. Okay, so they don't have, like, bug skin underneath the exoskeleton. Okay, alright. It's a different boss you're not going to mention. Implying that there's... Oh, goodness. This is so... This is crazy, because, like, none of their moves are actually that difficult. Like, I feel like everything they've brought to the table so far makes perfect sense. It's just my own inability to, like, get the most basic timing down. Okay. Hello. I'm just working on time. I'm not even going to try and hit. This is just going to be me working on timing and avoidance. Jesus Christ, this is... That's so much faster than I thought it was now. Okay, okay. Because it's literally, it's the dash that's getting me, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get enjoyment out of fighting this. This is not a fun fight for me. This is an obligation fight. Okay, that's fine. I know that. I know that. I know that. It's that. Okay, so honestly, you need to dash when the sound cue happens. The hitbox for that is massive. Can I jump that? Maybe I can jump that instead of trying to dash through it. No, it's fun. Hey, if you're getting fun out of this fight, I'm glad for you. It's one fight in this, only one fight in this game I've had more fun with at any point. Fascinating. Okay, so it seems like going over seems to be an option for everything but the knives. Ouch. But going over will mess you up for the knives. Ugh. Okay, alright, okay. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it down. The name of the boss alone. So there's either like a mini boss that I've missed somewhere, or it's like the final boss. Is definitely the lore side. I feel like I understand not nothing of the lore, ouch, but definitely not a lot of the lore yet. Okay, okay. Ah. There's just gonna be no healing for this fight, I don't think. Oh, the dash doesn't take him the full arena. I thought the dash was taking him the full arena. Okay. Okay. Bonk. Nope, I gotta come down on that one. Okay, or we can just dodge it. That works too. No, no, no! Okay. Interesting. Okay. That took you 2 hours. Oh, fuck. I'm going to assume he's got some crazy bullshit second stage. Oh, God. Am I going to spend the entire stream just trying to beat P4? Use the Force? You know what? Let's try that. What if I just tried telekinesis? Ouch. Okay, awful. Just a very bad, awful time. And then breathes fire like in Smash Bros. That's only interesting if we get to also fight at Final Destination. Nudes and gravy, gravy and pan. Big ZD hours ahead of us. Just get a shotgun. Yeah, good luck trying to saber parry this buckshot, Jedi. Okay, so it's like, if you want to dodge through him on that, it's like the moment he goes into the crouch, you need to be moving. Bad timing on that one. So he holds the 3 dash for longer, and then the moment he crouches, you need to be moving. Was that a stagger? I think I got my first stagger on him. There's a really cool detail in this fight where if you get hit by one of his attacks, you take damage. Oh, you know what, Zed? I don't think I've been paying attention to that. I'll pay more attention. Do you think something bad happens if I run out of health? You know what? I'm realizing. The dash has big Mantis Lord vibes, kind of. I think if I just internally restructure this as like... Oh my god, you know what it is? Between the pillars and the lunge, a lot of the similarities, there's a lot of similarities between this and the Mantis Lords. The Mantis Lords and Grim. This kind of feels like Grim and Mantis Lords rolled into one. For where I'm at emotionally with this game is, it's really something. Because I don't know if there's many other bosses in the game that do pillars like Grim. I'm sure there's a few, but I'm not thinking of them. Okay. I think I'm getting it down. I think it's just gonna be a matter of connecting the dots at this point. Okay. Okay. Nope, no heal there. Okay. 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 My favorite attacks to deal with. I don't mind the pillar. I think I actually, between like this and Grim, I like the pillar attacks. And I think it has to do with the fact that it's so clear what's about to happen and where you need to be, that like the only way to get it wrong is to like fundamentally make mistakes on the basics. And I kind of like it when a big time boss just pushes your understanding of the basics to its limit. See, like, right, like I knew exactly where the danger was, and I just couldn't quite secure safety for myself. Like, I just walked into it. That's it. I just walked into it. This is tough. I see what people mean when they talk about Pantheon 4 being the toughest one. Alright, I'm gonna get some sleep now. It's 1:25 a.m. Good luck, and most importantly, have fun, Mr. Funny Dog Man. Outsider, thanks for being around. It's been great to see you in the chat. Have a good night. Okay. Damn. You know what? I'm being silly. Am I being silly? Does it make sense if I switch to all blue hearts and just work on movement and positioning? Maybe. Yeah, Pantheon 4's, like, build-up, I think, is definitely a little bit easier than Pantheon 3's. But I don't even... This is much tougher than Sly when it comes to the actual fight. There's no way I'm gonna be able to just do Pantheon 4 on repeat until I get to this guy. I have to do practice runs here. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that also sucks. Whatever, get damaged, get damaged, get damaged. Oh. There was a part of me that was wondering if Hive Blood would maybe make sense for Pantheon 3 or Pantheon 4, because it feels so movement-based that it's just like, you know, if you get hit, move around for 11 seconds. But it would be wasted on this guy. That's why it took me weeks. Ugh. I think the thing that's keeping me the most excited is I know that when I do get this down, it's going to look so satisfying to do this fight. Like, taking a thing that is difficult and requires precise movement always feels so good to be good at. Oh, I just cannot get the timing on the dash down. How well boss difficulty lines up with the lore. You said that last time. I, by and large, agree with you, I think. I feel like the practice area really exists for the final bosses. Yeah. Outside of the Mantis Lords, I don't think I've even done the, like, practicing for... No, because I did do the practicing for the Soul Tyrant. Ooh, I got the timing on that right. Little bonkers on that one game, but that's okay. Oh. Okay, alright. Whoa! Second time getting a stagger. And I'm dead, but that's okay. No! Oh, I was waiting for a dash. Okay. That might have been a bad idea. I first need to go through full P4. Just press the buttons in the correct order. It's like Ataria. It is like her. Yeah. Why doesn't the streamer just kill the boss before it kills him? Is he stupid? I mean, yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with this. A small ha-ha for you. Thanks for the small ha-ha. Ouch. Unfortunately, I did order a medium hee-hee. But like, I don't wanna make it a problem for the serving staff. So like, a small haha will work too, in lieu of a medium hee-hee. Oh my god, my stomach. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. Oh. I thought you, Thane, were the one playing Skyrim music to calm yourself down during the fight. Is Skyrim music playing somehow? Your medium he has arrived, Lord Thane. Thank you, Jaster. Jaster, Relic, thank you both for the 2. Alright. Bad on distance, bad on distance, bad on distance, good on distance. Okay, I'm getting the timing on the dash down, I think. As I go airborne, though, I'm having to relearn the knives a little bit. It's interesting that the knives, if you get your timing right, can be such a reliable heal phase. Okay, the knives can go straight up. Oof. Ah. Oh, God. Oh, I should still take a break. You're right. I'll go one more attempt, and then I'll take a quick breather. Because honestly, with how long Pantheon 4 takes, I think just beating this guy once isn't going to be enough. I think I need to get at least 2 or 3 wins. Because, like, there's no way I want to go through all of Pantheon 4 just to get to here and only have, like, a 40% odds, you know? Oh, bad timing. Good timing. Oh, I was just gambling for a stagger there. That's fine. Sometimes I wish the knives attack didn't exist, not gonna lie. I think I prefer the knives attack. I think I like it. I think it, like, in a boss like this, having a clear chance to heal, I don't hate. Alright, gang, bedtime for me too. Thomas, thank you for being around. I always appreciate seeing you in the chat. I hope you have a good night. Okay. What's the plan here? I'm gonna go one more. I know I said I was gonna go one more and then break. I'm gonna go one more and then break. I feel like I'm getting it down. I feel like if I go 1 or 2 more, I can lock it into my brain during a break. I will send you to the Bannered Mare in just a moment. I super promise. I definitely am not huffing copium. I will send you to break soon. Bad time to heal. Okay, I can, it's gotta be knives. You can heal on knives. No other time. No, I dashed into it. I dashed into it. Okay, my mod's giving me the look. Guys, I'm gonna take one more quick break, and then I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting there. I think I'm understanding it. Guys, have a nice time with the Bannered Mare. I'll be right back.
Run, fetch some more.
Of course, Mom.
it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? You make a run, fetch some more.
Of course, Mum.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Of course, Mum.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? I'll have you make a run, fetch some more.
Of course, Mum.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Okay. Had some toast, my safety comfort food, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. Can someone remind me, do pets have scaling damage with charms? I don't... That's a good question. I don't know. Okay. Alright. Break was good. I just got too close on that one. That's my fault. My mistake. Knives, easy enough. Second knives. Positioning. Ouch. Okay. I think I'm misreading the map. I don't think the corners are my friends. The corners are not my friends. Okay, that was just bad. That was just on me. What type of bread was the toast? I think it was just like a honey wheat. I typically go for sourdough if I'm doing my own, but the problem is I love toast and bread so much that I will just, like if we have a loaf of sourdough, I will eat the entire loaf in like 2 days, just as toast. I have such a weird relationship with the concept of toast because it is capable of being exactly as much food as I need at any given time. It's either a full meal, whoa, or like a little snack, regardless of how much I eat at any point in time. Knives, easy peasy. Ah, the... The parry on that third slash. No, right into the knife. What did I just do? That was a... Oh. I'm dead. I'm dead now, but okay. That was a third stagger. That's the third stagger we've gotten. I eat a bunch of snacks as a meal too. Well, it's like we have meal stuff, but like I don't have time to make meal stuff for a break. It's got to be toast. I gotta focus up. I'm not focused here. Oh, I'm getting worse, I think, actually. I'm getting worse. Maybe a break? Maybe there's a break to do somewhere? Where's my map? I could go take a look at the one thing I know I've missed. But honestly, I just want to get Pantheon 4 done and over with so bad. Oh, I just wanted this to be done and over. This wasn't supposed to be like a multi-month affair. When I sat down to play Hollow Knight, I wasn't planning on doing 112, and then the game got me just enough to make me want to do 112, and now that I'm on like the final percent, it's like, oh, I can't believe what I've signed on for. Oh, this is so much more difficult. And like, I even knew Hollow Knight was not an easy game, you know? I didn't come into this with any preconceived notions. Oh, it's just so much. Me completely cheesing the hell out of the fight with pet build. Now I feel like a god. Maybe if I retry the pet build, this would be fun. Or not like fun. I mean, it's not fun. Maybe it'd be more manageable. Maybe if I just brought the Weaverlings and Grub Song along for a run or two, that would be kind of nice. Oh, I got a dash through him on that one. That feels good. That hit me? It wasn't supposed to hit me, that was supposed to hit him. Oh my goodness, okay. This is the best I've done so far, I think. Don't heal. No, 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 no! Oh. Beans. Okay. Let me think for a second. Give me 1 second. I could try a pet build. Could try that. Could try Weaverling and Grub Song. That probably wouldn't suck. That's, what, four slots? I could free up 2 by getting rid of Long Nail. I really don't want to lose my ability to move. But I feel like I'm getting more damage out of these than I would out of Weaverlings and Grub Song. I could just drop my distance, but the distance really seems to be... I think it's just this. I think I just have to do this. I do have the Grimm's Child. That is correct. But I think the Grimm's Child was more valuable for me as like a walk around exploring kind of build. I dropped it because of, what am I trying to say? I dropped it because of the Umu in Pantheon 3. And I just sort of haven't felt the same push for using the pet builds since finishing P3. Got some damage there. A little bit of damage there. A little bit of damage there. Okay. This first stagger is becoming easier and easier for me to get. I think it's just going to be a concern of how much is there left after the first stagger. Okay. A second stagger. Ah, I shouldn't have greeted. I shouldn't have greeted. Okay. Jesse, welcome in. I made it to the real time. Been watching yesterday's VOD and then the beginning of the stream at 3.25. Well, the only thing you've missed for this whole stream has basically been me practicing on the Pure Vessel. Not a lot to see otherwise. Although I'm getting better at the Pure Vessel. I'm definitely picking up strats. Though you wouldn't know it from what you just saw. Or that right there. Or that. You could be deceived into thinking I wasn't doing very good. You'd honestly probably watch the footage and be like, I don't think this guy's doing very good. Pure Vessel's music is so burned into my mind. Several days to get to the second stagger. That's crazy. I think you're doing great. I do appreciate that. No, why did I dash? I didn't need to dash. I do need to dash there. Oh, distance. Oh, distance. Okay, I think I need to be mapping out better where I can get health. Can I get a health here? No, definitely no health there. Interesting. I thought I could make it over that. Okay. Oh, Boise. The speed at which you adapt to bosses is very impressive. I appreciate that, Jesse. Are you winning, Thane? It doesn't feel like it. But I also think I'm getting the handle on what I'm going to call the first stage quick enough to not be like just furious at myself. Okay. See, I would like to be able to use that to heal. Dead. Oh, not dead. Okay. Ah. I know it's legal. His ability to parry is remarkably frustrating. Ah, beans. Okay. Thane does infamously. I think Elden Ring is potentially one of the more overrated games. Why would that make him mad? Elden Ring final boss OST is peak. The music is great. Elden Ring just has the misfortune of being remarkably unappreciated by me. Well, nobody's perfect. That is fair. Oh my god, this feels so much like the Grim fight, in that like there's only 4 moves. And it shouldn't be difficult to deal with any one individual move. Would you put the final boss music to Elden Ring over this? It might make you mad enough to win. I think it would exhaust me instantly. Like, the day 5 of Elden Ring was genuinely, like, just 6 hours of listening to the main theme of the game. It was exhausting. It was maybe the least enjoyable, like, day of gaming I've ever done. I'm not huge on FromSofts in general. Yeah, I've become very much more disenchanted by them as I've kind of gotten more and more into thinking about games in depth. Like, if you're interested in a gameplay first experience, I think they're obviously a high tier for that. I don't know. People have tried to talk about how good... One of the things that frustrates me with Elden Ring... Maybe we've reached the point of Hollow Knight where I talk about how I don't like Elden Ring. I don't know how we keep getting here. I don't find Elden Ring's narrative even remotely compelling, and I don't think it's helped that it came out in the same year as God of War. Because for me, God of War is like such a valuable narrative about, like, the value of a decent man, or, like, the strength of kindness and compassion, even when those things are remarkably difficult to do, and the value of working hard to become a better version of yourself than you were yesterday and yesteryear. And then Elden Ring is like, hey, what if we just made Dark Souls again, but we called it something different? And it's like, these weren't even moving narratives in 2011. The fact that God of War lost Game of the Year to Elden Ring is bullshit, and I won't stand for it. That hit me. Come on, game. You know I was high enough to not get hit by that. I should have gotten hit by that. Oh, I'm having such a bad time because I'm literally just now remembering that, like, even after I get this down, I'm gonna have to do it again at the end of Pantheon 4. Have you tried the Armored Core games? I know that wasn't directed to me, but I have played Armored Core 6, and I found it to largely contain the same frustrations I have with the rest of FromSoft's catalog. Elden Ring is just better, in your opinion? Hey. Your opinion is all good. I gotta stop thinking the walls are my friend. I gotta stop thinking the walls are my friend! I think part of what makes this so wild is I feel like the failure cascades instantly. Like, you make one mistake, and even though that one mistake doesn't take you down, it cascades into other mistakes so quickly. Anti-Fantic incoming. God of War is a good story strapped to an otherwise mediocre game. That's totally fair. A lot of my opinion on God of War versus Elden Ring comes from the fact that I am not a person overly concerned with gameplay. I appreciate games as an avenue to tell narratives that I think are important. And when your narrative is kill enough people and then you can sit in the chair, I kind of just don't care. But when your narrative is kill enough people and then you can sit in the chair because you've also had a lot of time to ponder what it means to be a good man and what it means to be better than you were before, and only because you are no longer a wretched monster do you deserve the right to sit in the chair, that's something that I can work with. Okay, one heal. Because I recognize that both God of War with the Ragnarok, Valhalla, and Elden Ring in general, I guess I should have maybe said spoilers, but I was kind of just train of consciousness here, have very similar sit in the chair. No, why did I touch it? I was safe. Sounds a lot like you don't like it, so it has nothing to contribute rather than, that sounds a lot like you don't like it, so it has nothing to, let's see, hold on. I don't like Elden Ring, so it has nothing to contribute? Disco Elysium and New Vegas videos win. I'm purposely avoiding them. One, because I quite frankly don't much care for Fallout, and I also don't think that there's nothing to be said about New Vegas that hasn't already been said. I don't have anything unique to add to the discourse. And that makes me nervous when it comes to making a video. Oh, god damn it. Have you played Sekiro, Thane? I don't have a PlayStation, and I don't really plan on buying one. Why the fuck do you have a video called How I Learned to Love Elden Ring? Because I was desperately trying to figure out why people enjoyed this game, and spoiler alert, enjoying Elden Ring had nothing to do with the game and everything to do with the fact that it was the first game I did on stream. Sekiro's all platforms? I didn't know it was on PC. That doesn't change my opinion. Unfortunately, believe it or not, guy who is disenchanted with FromSoft game design is not necessarily interested in playing FromSoft game just because it's more accessible. Whew. And Disco Elysium? I could do Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium feels like one of those games that's gonna be too smart for me. Ouch. Oh my god, that's very frustrating. And how did you play God of War? I haven't played God of War. I've seen a lot of, like, cutscene movies, and I've seen a lot of people talk about God of War. And you could say that that invalidates my opinion, because I haven't experienced it myself. That's fine. God damn it. Sing for a video, not necessarily, is why it seems to stand alone as a well-written story-based open world, as in why has nothing failed to replicate it. Do you mean Elden Ring, Richter? I do know God of War is on PC. That one I just haven't gotten around to. I've got scheduling difficulties in my own brain where I both want to spend as long as possible on any given video to make sure I'm making the best video possible, while also trying to maintain a consistent schedule. And trying to do both of those at the same time really confuses my brain on what I'm supposed to be doing in my production schedule. I didn't need to jump there. Ooh, down dash saved me there. Okay, solidified 2 health. And it doesn't. I've watched a lot of it as well. Watch it as a movie. Yeah. Well, because, like, I think that's one of the strong things about a game that's so narrative-centric, is, like, I can still relate to the character even if I'm not the one pressing the attack button. Oh, dare I even say the name of the game series I'm thinking? What are you thinking of? No. Okay, okay. Stop jumping. I'm the jumper boy. I'm the one who leaps. No, that was directly into it. Oh, I thought I was dead there for sure. No. Oh, I'm having a dumb idea. I'm having a dumb, stupid, very dumb idea. And I'm not gonna ask it because I think I know the answer. Okay, I'm gonna try it next time I get the chance. I think I have a dumb idea, and I want to try it. Is Remy here? Oh, the Last of Us fan base. I've got strong thoughts on the Last of Us fan base, and not many of them are nice, so they don't need to be a matter of discussion. Hello, Remy. Welcome to hour 2.5 of the same boss. I'm almost getting good at it. But not really. Guys, YouTube thinks now would be a good time to insert ads. What do you think? Should I start just inserting ads? It'll probably be the run where I win. And no one will see it. Because it'll be telling you to play some dog water tier mobile game. Everybody loves those. No! Ha ha ha! Come on. No! Ah, he must have been like 1 or 2 hit off the stagger. Ah. I watched Last of Us 1 and 2 like movies. I think that's totally fair. I think those games are narrative based enough that like you can get a lot of the value. The hardest fight in the game. That's what I've been told, and I genuinely believe it. Which is like, the fact that it's taking me so long to get down, I can't really be too upset about. Oh, that was just dumb positioning. I have been told pretty frequently that this is one of the hardest ones. You're doing better than I've ever done in Hollow Knight. I appreciate that, Relic. It's not that hard yet. I'm assuming that when we hit phase 2, it's going to get harder. No, don't worry, Jaster. I took my break. I appreciate you checking in, though. Oh, the knives are just so... That's 3 knives in a row. Run's probably screwed off of that, but... I should have jumped again. I'm gonna go make some tea. This shit got me fucked up. Sounds good, Jaster. Enjoy the tea. Ugh. Every time I die, I remember that I'm only doing this for practice, and I haven't even faced this thing in the Pantheon, like, for real, and I'm gonna have to do all of Pantheon 4 again. I think what got me into Hollow Knight, Logan, had nothing to do with the narrative structure, because you're right, it is the very FromSoft-esque. I gotta stop just trying to go over him for the knives. I'm not gonna go over him for the knives. It'll never work. Also, don't touch him. Stop touching him. It ended up just being the fact that I love interesting movement in games so much. I never really had a chance to talk about it as a structure for a video. But the fact that the movement for the game became so interesting meant that a lot of my frustrations with like open world games or the Metroidvania structure just really didn't apply as problems. I have a full cast iron casserole full of water heating in the oven. Hardest fight in the game is subjective. However, this definitely seems to be up there. I think if somebody came to me and they were like, I think this is the hardest fight in the game, I would have a very difficult time arguing against them. Shout out to the oven tea, just kidding. Jaster, thank you for the 5. Oh, it's so frustrating that sometimes I can get over him with the little... Okay. No, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. No, no, no! I'm trying to dream nail him, and I keep getting the controls wrong when I try and dream nail him. Whoa! What? Why does he have Wrath of the Gods? Okay, 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 hold on, hold on. Progress has been made. Okay, things are different now. Things are different now. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Jaster, thank you for the 5. Okay. So the question is now going to be, can I... No, the question is the Wrath of the Gods edition the final stage, or is this like going to be the rare 3-stage boss fight? I got it. I'm just being stupid with the nails. I honestly think the knives phase is the only thing that's causing me problems. I think I've gone from that being the most difficult part of the game to being, or from being, you know what I mean. The knives has become the hardest part. For no good reason. Pillars, I can get. Yeah, it's just the knives. I'm literally just taking stupid damage to the knives. Can I sneak a heal? Yes. And the jumps, the occasional jumps. Oh, was literally everything there just the knives? Oh. Okay. Could be a 4-stage boss fight, could be 5, could be 6. The fight just never ends. You know what? He's also got some Hornet mixed in, I'm realizing. This is like Hornet, Mantis Lords, and Grim all in one. Oh, I'm getting slower. I'm actually, I can feel myself getting slower. I can feel myself doing worse. I'm getting slower. God, and it's not even the full Pantheon. I literally am just doing the practice runs. I was trying to evade all of his... I was doing the exact same thing, Richard. When was the last time we drank water? Only like 20 minutes ago. I gotta be careful, because if I drink too much water, it means I have to do more breaks. And oh my god, I can tell, I'm just getting slower. I'm getting slower and shittier. I should have dodged. Nope, dead. Oh, not dead. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing, man? Can I make one backseating suggestion? Yeah, you know what? You asked. I appreciate it. Let me know what your thoughts are. I appreciate you asking. Damn it. Whew. Oh my god, it's just the knives. It's like an orange with a fancy name. Okay, guys, we don't need to get intercompetitive with the chat. I don't have the energy for that one at the moment. Fair enough. Appreciate you. The problem is, the jumping, I'm feeling, is making certain aspects of positioning more difficult. It is also kind of the only way I feel comfortable trying to get hits on him. Like, the down slashes are probably like 90% of my damage on any given run. Alright, I tried. That's good enough for me. And I'm honestly kind of feeling like this might just be a fight where there's no good, clean solution. At least not with my understanding and playstyle. No. I just want him to have something for being dream nailed. Ugh. Oh, man. And is there any side eyes or issues before? Spots with limited movement. I could definitely see it being fun if you were already enjoying the boss. I think limited movement on this one for me would be remarkably frustrating. Gremlin, welcome back. Guess where we still are? I didn't double... Of course, the moment I try to take an opportunity to heal, no! I must go. Goodbye, chat. Good luck, Thane. I believe in the dream. Sounds good, Cody. I was waiting for someone to mention Dream... Look, Dream Shield did deliver us from Grim. Yep, we're still on Pure Vessel. Oh, wait, Gremlin, you're Bix, aren't you? Or are you Bix from Discord? Unless you have no idea who I'm talking about. Which would be kind of funny still. I will say, I can tell I'm getting a little bit better, though, because the timing on the dash is no longer a problem, and that was a huge problem for the first few practice runs. Ah, that's not what I wanted. There we go, that's what I wanted. I should have jumped him. I should have jumped him. Veronica, are you trolling? About what? Guys, I'm gonna be real, we're good. Everything's fine. Yeah, Gremlin. I just realized it. Because I've been calling you Gremlin the whole time that you've been on this account for YouTube. I didn't realize the second part of the name. Let's see who will win. God, this is rough. I don't know about this one. Maybe this just isn't like a stream boss for me. Maybe this is just like, hey, I need to take this off stream and just put 100% of my brain power into this. Like, for as much as I want to do this on stream, because I think it'll be more entertaining and effective, I just don't know if I can do it. Oh, I might just have to be a servant to the what is realistic dimension. Okay, we're here again. And then I just got too close. It's very mentally taxing. Yeah, I can feel myself by and large declining and not playing nearly as well. Like I can feel it settling into my brain that I'm just not doing very well. Which is frustrating. Because, like, by and large, I can tell I've gotten better. But I think, like, the rate of decline from just being tired is matching up poorly with the rate of improvement at this stage. This guy's even got a face like Hornet, doesn't he? I'm going to assume that that's because of lore. Ugh. Unfortunately, it's less of like I need to walk around in game and more of like I need to walk around. Did you notice the details when he teleports? No, let me take a look. Let me watch. Let me pay a little bit closer attention. I'm not sure if I'm seeing anything. If you have a thing, do me a favor, hold on to it until I beat Pantheon 4, and then you can tell me literally whatever you want about this guy. Ouch. Oh, goodness. Oh, I just can't quite get a heal off here. Oh, man. Just like how good the animations are? It's good animations. But yeah, I can see you not having time to appreciate the animations when you're exclusively just trying to focus on not getting the shit kicked out of you.
Whoops. Okay. That was... Oh, this is a tragic start. Nope, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it off stream, but I hope you'll talk about it in the Discord, which reminds me, you should join the Discord. It's a good community. This sucks. There's honestly a part of me that thinks I should probably just be playing through the Pantheon at this point, just to keep practicing the early sections. Alright, I can get one hit here, and then he'll do a silly jump. Okay, never mind. Am I just not paying attention? This guy can get a journal entry. Yeah, that's what's been holding me back. One of the cool things about the Discord is that there are people like Jubis who do these really cool fan edits to the stories and games you know and love. And they near exclusively pull voices from people who are members of the Bishop Press community. So if you come into the community and you're cool and chill and people like you, you could end up in a very fun, high-quality shitpost. I'm dead. Alright, I gotta make a change. I gotta make a call, I think. I gotta change up some stuff. Just got to boom booms, good, fast progress. Well done. And Revenant. Is it Revenant here? Did I miss in Revenant? Dedu is catching up. Hey. Whatever speed Dedu moves at is their speed. I don't consider this a competition in the slightest. What if? Tiny nail, big damage. I am in live chat, yeah. Oh, that's in Revenant. Wow, I completely didn't even clock that that was like... That's not good. I'm losing the ability to recognize words. Okay, here you are. Let's try this one more time. Okay, tiny nail. I don't think the long nail is doing me massive favors for this fight. I would much rather have, I think, better access to damage. That was so much faster. Whatever, I'll trade some hits here if I have to. Woohoo! Okay. No heals there. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, I'm catching up only because I realized how to parry his triple slash. It wouldn't be so fast without it. If I had the ability to do the triple parry... Okay. Hey, Anna. I'm also fully aware that, like, I'm sure there's a technique here where the nail arts would be super useful. But I'm so unfamiliar with the nail art usage in general that I think by the time I learned how to use them well, I could just quick slash my way through this whole fiasco. Too soon. Too slow. This is the second time in a row, though, we've gotten to the explosions. Okay. Hello, Civic Driver. I can't imagine a world where you use nail arts here. I'm gonna be real. Do you mean me in particular, or for the fight in general? Hello. Look, to the Civic drivers, everyone's just a pedestrian. The Civic drivers are always ready to go. Three booms in a row. Okay, I think I've got my build. Okay, it's a little messy still, but I think I can work with this. It's a little messy, but I think I can work with it. Oh, I'm neither a mod nor a car driver. I can't do shit. I just mean I agree with you. Yeah. Nail arts while he's staggered. I feel like I would need the charm that lets me charge nail arts faster. Got greedy there. Got greedy there. Got slow there, and got bad there. Whatever, I had a really good run. 3 times in a row, I'll take a shit run. Oh, man. Fuck, this is so hard. Oh, I've heard how good the music in this fight is. The music's phenomenal. I'm at the point where, like, I don't think the mechanics are too tough. It's just that, like, there is zero room for a mistake in this fight. Like, I feel like I get hit a single time, and I lose all of my momentum. Oh, that's a stagger. Okay, heal. Okay. Fuck. Oh. I know being able to move through the boss without Shadow Dash would change a lot of the game's difficulty. I do not think I will be. I'll ever find enjoyment out of if you touch the boss's foot, you take the same damage as if he hits you with a broadsword. Technically, there's room for mistakes. Functionally, if I get hit once, I seem to lose all of my tempo. See? Like, it's just... Oh my... It's literally just... I fuck up one time, and everything falls apart instantly. And now it's like, what's even the point of continuing this run? I'm not going to win this with 1 health. Oh, man. How much longer do I have? 55 minutes? I can't believe this. I'm genuinely flabbergasted by the difficulty spike here. Because, like, it took me, like, what? Like 7 or 8 tries at Sly to really get the, what Sly was all about down. I have done nothing but teleport bread for 3 hours, it feels like. Oh my god, whatever, just kill me, I don't care. Ugh. Okay, alright, well. What is this light next to Grim? Does Grim have like a special bonus crazy form? I assume so. Does anyone else have one of those? This is bad. I can actually feel a headache coming on. The problem is, I think Thane might need to do some side quest stuff for a bit. There's nothing left. There's no side quest to do. Yeah, you can tell me what the symbol is. I'll never do it. Go say hi to Coral again? The last place I saw Coral was at the Blue Lake, and they're not there anymore. Has Coral moved somewhere? That was a terrible time to ponder. Honestly, I think the run where I got to the boom phase 3 times in a row is probably the best I'm gonna get. You could do the temple? I'm not sure if I know what the oh. I understand the temple. Has a special dream version of that symbol next to them. Ah, that's cool. I'm honestly thinking about whether or not it's going to be worth trying to continue this on stream, or if it's just like my work stuff is just trying to beat this off stream. I genuinely am getting so much worse at this, I think. What am I doing? I can't even say that, like, this is the boss being hard. I've already showcased that I know how to do everything against the boss. This is just exhausting. What is your actual opinion on the boss after fighting it for this long, Thane? I think it's a brutal difficulty change. And I think I can say that with a pretty good sense of, this isn't just me whinging. Because, like, Nailmaster Shio was tough. Once I kind of figured out the pacing, I got Shio down pretty quick. I thought Sly was pretty difficult, but then I did a few runs against Sly in the practice chamber. I kind of understood what the fight was wanting from me, and I got it. The fact that I have been just 1v1ing this guy for like 2 hours and I haven't even gotten a like successful run yet, this feels brutally unfun. Like if this was a required boss, like if this was required to beat the game, I would actually, I think my entire opinion of Hollow Knight would change dramatically. You said you have a headache, take 5. I've only got 50 minutes left. I appreciate the sentiment, we'll see. I can connect it to Elden Ring if you want. My thoughts on this boss. Because this is also, it's not the final boss, but this is definitely a final boss kind of vibe, you know? Ooh, wow, I evaded all of that? I thought for sure I was taking damage there. Here's the 5 you were supposed to take. Okay, 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 booms. We're at the booms. We're at the booms. Oh, and now I'm dead. Okay, I'm less dead. I'm not quite dead. 1 point of healing, please. Dead. Oh, no. Relic, thank you for the 2. Jesse, Jaster, thank you both for the 5s. Ugh. Unless Thane says he doesn't want water. The problem is, like, I do need water. It's just, I'm having one of those, like... We need silly straws now, go, go, go. You know when kids, like 5-year-olds, get tired, and then they get cranky, and then they start crying, and then it's like, oh, you need a nap, but then they're too upset to nap, so they just keep crying? I'm that with just, like, brain hurty. Oh. I definitely think going to the higher damage nail rather than the longer range nail, I'm gonna take damage here, yep, was the right call. Not obviously for this run. Oh, you know what? I know what? I'm understanding the thing. Why are you getting 3-shotted? Dedu, are you doing this with only 6 masks? I do know that. Or are you over-charmed? Because getting 3-shot here to me means 6 health or being over-charmed. Both of which I find remarkably admirable to be doing this fight with. Why are you jumping? One health back. Okay, booms again. No! Ah! That's a shame. Why are you jumping? Just got added to the verbal stims next to Corvo. I'm bored. Do you think it might be helpful to do a run or 2 against the Mantis Lords for the enjoyment factor to cool off from Pure Vessel? The problem is, the answer to that I think is yes. Am I going to do that? Under no circumstances. My brain is not like in the actual productive space. My brain is in the, it's going to be meeting the wall here until I am satisfied with my performance. That is 100% my toxic trait. Thank you for asking. In case you know, couldn't tell. I know it's a subtle element of my being. Please do. Oh, why did I go for that hit? Why did I go for that? I'll be here as long as it takes. Thanks, guys. I think the extra health is also, you're doing way better than just a few minutes ago. I can tell that. I appreciate that, Zed. What if I just start over here? What if we just relax and start over here? I think my only regret with this playthrough is losing King's Soul when I did. The ability to just like slowly and passively gain soul over time, I think would have helped me in so many places. And I think I'm struggling a little bit because of that. Okay, I need to clock in my head that his dash is not a thing I can shadow dash to meet him with. I keep trying and it keeps getting me hit. I know it's technically possible, but it just does not work. Done? Well done, Didu. Oh. Oh my goodness. God, this isn't even the fight that matters. I keep forgetting that this fight doesn't actually matter. That's, I think, the hardest part of this fight. And is just recognizing that even if I get a win here, it might as well not have happened for completion's sake. Oh, fuck my head. Okay. All right. Let me look at my charms. This is a non-negotiable. Unbreakable strength stays on no matter what. Is there a 2 health thing I would maybe rather have? No. I feel like the extra health and the extra damage is really the only thing. I feel like this literally just comes down to whether or not you can do this right. I mean, I guess, like, even Grubsong and Thorns won't really matter too much here, because I'm not going to be getting hit enough to stack it. And, like, Spell Twister, I don't know, I've never used Spell Twister. Soul Catcher and Spell Twister, I don't really have enough time to heal. Even Dream Shield for the memes wouldn't work. I think it's just this. I think it's just what I have, and I just gotta keep going until I get it. Oh, man. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna do one more break. Take some Advil. I can feel like I'm getting closer. I really don't want to stop until I get this. I feel like I won't have accomplished anything today until I at least get this. Do you think Sprint Master is helping you here? Maybe? That's a fair point to think about. Oh god, my spine. Oh, my spine. If I'm being totally honest, I feel like it's not anything to do with my charms. I'm not playing the game well. So maybe if I take 5 minutes, I can play the game a little bit better. We'll go a little bit longer today. As long as I don't, like, completely collapse and crash out. I'll be back in, like, 3 minutes.
Make a run, fetch some more.
Of course, Mum.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? You make a run, fetch some more.
Of course, Mum.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
Okay. Nice little breather. Got some water. I think I missed Lady Gameshine leaving. But goodbye, Lady Gameshine. Sprint Master is just one. It's just one. I guess I could get 3 if I took off the extra health and Sprint Master. I guess I could put the Grimm's Child back on if I took off the... You know what? I miss my kid. Thanks, Kay. Wait, there's a bench right there. Oh, don't do this to me, OBS. Don't fucking drop frames now. Oh. It's worth giving up the... Jesse, I agree. Oh god fucking damn it, OBS. I don't have the energy for you to be doing this right now. It might not matter if I can do Pure Vessel if my internet starts exploding like it used to. Are we getting frame drops on YouTube side? OBS is currently showcasing lots of dropped frames. Are you good, OBS? I don't have the energy for this right now. Are you good? You breathing? You alright? You behaving? Okay. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. What a... Okay, good. As long as it's fine. Buffered a few times? Okay. As long as it's not bad. We used to have a problem where for no reason in particular my internet speed would just like drop to 0 upload in the middle of a stream. And like sometimes it would happen like 4 hours in, sometimes it would happen like 35 minutes in, and it was just like, that means the stream's over. And like, it didn't matter that my wife and I pay a phenomenal amount of money for reliable internet. It was just dog shit. Ugh, I'm getting worse. I'm getting so much worse. I'm dead. Really? Okay. I don't think the kid's doing it. I don't think the kid's bringing enough. I gotta be Oh, I think I'd prefer the health. Which honestly... Okay. Drop the kid. What should I get from that? Just 2? I think that's the same as if I were to use Unbreakable Health. Yeah, it's just 2. Okay. I'm just gonna reset my brain, maybe. Hello. Okay, yeah, you jump, get your free hit because you touched me with your hands. Yep, you just get your free damage because you can jump, that's fine. Fuck you. Alright. Take your hits. I don't like you, Pure Vessel. I might just have to call it. I'm actually getting so burnt out and frustrated on this. Might just have to call it early. I think I'm actually hitting like the first time since Hive Night. You're so relatable, Thane? What do you mean? There will be no Spore after this, my apologies. I'm not gonna have the energy to do anything after this. I'm actually having such a difficult time even considering this fun in the slightest. And the fact that, like, this doesn't even matter is really starting to drain me. Because it feels... I understand that this is, like, the final thing that counts for the game. But I'm genuinely a little baffled by the difficulty change from the final bosses of the Pantheons into this one. Because, like, Sly and Shio and the twins, whatever, like, that wasn't easy. But, like, once you understood it, it was pretty okay. This is just brutal for the sake of brutal. And I actually hate that in games. Have you considered give up and move on? I've actually been thinking about it for the last hour or so. Or, like, at least a good idea to do something other than pure vessel, if nothing else. It's just, like, the problem with my head is, like, the sooner I beat pure vessel, the sooner I never have to do this fight again. So clearly, the best thing to do is just keep grinding pure vessel until I win. And my brain never stops to say, hey, God, fucking the impact to damage on the jumps is... You think your game wasn't interesting enough, Team Cherry? You think your game needed more? It didn't. You did fine. Yeah, whatever. Hit me when you go down for your stagger. That's fine. That makes... I mean, Zaid, I get that. It does make sense. But it's like, I'm pretty sure I've spent more fights just trying to get Pure Vessel down once in a vacuum than I took on all of the Pantheons combined. And that kind of thing always feels to me like, oh, we just made it hard for the sake of it being hard. And there are people out there who enjoy that. This isn't me, like, saying that this is a bad game or shit design. It's just I find this particular design style to be more unfun than I think basically anything else. Oh, in-game design. But also, like we said, I play games more for narrative and world design. I don't think God Home was ever going to be my favorite part of Hollow Knight. But I've also kind of put myself into a situation where it's like, I've thrown down the gauntlet, I want to get 112% on this. My own frustrations with it are kind of irrelevant. Okay. It's a difficult one, Jesse, because I feel like if the Pure Vessel did one mask instead of two, it wouldn't even be a struggle. Like, the moveset, it's the punishingness of how fast it is, rather than... What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to quantify this in a way that's going to make even the slightest amount of sense. I feel like my difficulty with Pure Vessel comes from the fact that if I make a single mistake, it feels like the run is largely already over. And that's just because there's so much damage on the table that even making a single mistake really seems to put me on the back foot. but if you cut his damage in half, then the moves don't feel complicated enough to be worrying about taking damage. Because also, if he only does 1 damage, I genuinely think I could just put on Hive Blood and just, you know, hit and then evade for 10 seconds and then hit and evade. Careful, Didu. You're getting into some spoiler territory there. Yeah, there's only been a few fights where I've really felt like mistakes piled up. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, he was staggered and I got too close to swing and I took damage. Game, are you for real about that? Oh my god. Yeah, it is a difficult one. That's why I'm not here to say that this is bad game design. I'm here to say that I'm struggling with this design remarkably more than I've struggled with anything else in this game so far. Okay. Stagger. No. Ah, shame. Okay. What I'm saying to you is I haven't fought Hollow Knight yet, I don't think. Unless, have I? I genuinely don't remember. What do we got? 23 minutes left. You know what? I'll relax a little bit, and I'll just work him for 23 more minutes. Can you chill with the knives face, bro? And it can just be whatever. Okay. What if I just... Why did I even jump there? I'm getting frustrated at myself for how the pillars are starting to sneak back into doing damage to me. I feel like I've really had the pillars down for a minute. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I will, what's the word? I'll stand by K on that one. I feel like I've been pretty consistent on establishing that I only want to hear about bosses after I beat them. Just as a reminder to everybody. So if the boss is still alive, the lore stays hidden. No, not what I wanted. Oh, okay. No, that was so stupid. Oh, that one felt good. That one felt not bad. Oh, yeah, Zaid, go ahead. Tell me about Grim from yesterday. Now that the Pantheon he's a part of is over. Basically, I don't want to know anything about a boss if it might affect my understanding of them. I want to be able to form all of that on my own since I've already come this far blind. Or blind enough. Oh. It's frustrating that that was close enough. Very frustrating that that was close enough. Oh, that was bad positioning. There's a cap of the amount of damage you're able to deal to Grim while he's in his bat form. I mean, that makes sense. Now you can fight Zote without him in the Pantheon. Yeah, that's true. I could actually do Grey Prince Zote. That couldn't be too bad. You're good, Didu. I appreciate the sentiment. Plus, like, I also kind of recognize we're getting to the point where there's not a whole lot of things left to spoil. I think it was more so that I'm not sure if I was making the connection between this guy and the Hollow Knight for myself quite yet. With just how focused I've been on the mechanics. Oh, you would jump to ruin that. My most interesting bit of gameplay I've ever done. You just can't let me have anything, can you? Because you're awful like that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'll touch him. I'll touch him. I'm annoyed by how much that frustrates me. That touching the boss deals damage. I don't think I'll get over that one. I think that's just gonna be a sticking point with Hollow Knight for me. Cause like, maybe it's just a staple of these kinds of games. I find that to be a remarkably disinteresting element of the mechanics. That was my toe, but yeah, sure. Give me 2 hearts of damage for it. And yeah, I mean, the run's just over. Oh my god, I just can't get anything. Whatever. Just imagine how to. I imagine to be. I would enjoy it more, Zaid. You could make the boss immovable. Like, you can't move through the boss. That's fine with me. But also, Zaid, I'm gonna be honest with you. The way that you sort of described the game, where it's like, if you're good enough, you can just walk into Trader Lords and just mash attack to win. Like, yeah, that's you can do that with any game if you're that good at the game. Ross, thank you. Knowing your luck. You'll come back next stream and run this boss with the foams. That is a sweet sentiment, Ross. I'm not really in a yapping about Warhammer mood. I don't think I actually get, like, genuinely upset or frustrated on stream all that often, but this is definitely closer to it than I've really gotten in a while. Nope, no point in healing here. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay, but I can heal here. But yeah, I mean, look, the game is designed the way it's designed. I want to be very clear. I'm not, like, here to fight the game developers on their game. But in this experience that is largely me talking about my experience with the game, boy, I have not found contact damage to be a fun or interesting mechanic in any particular way. But for a game that's also so built around movement and positioning, it does make sense. Like, I can't, like I said, I don't know, I could fucking talk circles about this one element for the rest of the stream. Because I guess, so then question, is contact damage a Hollow Knight thing, or is that like a staple of Metroidvanias? Ouch. Because it would make sense to me if it's a staple for Metroidvanias, and this is just one of those things where it's like, I'm not a person who's traditionally been into Metroidvanias, so I'm stuck up on a mechanic that enthusiasts of the genre don't have problems with. Oh, I honestly thought that would just kill me. Oh, I just started. I think it's a staple. Because at that point, it's not even like the game is doing anything frustrating. It's just that's just how the games work, you know? That would be like saying it's frustrating when I press the right trigger and the gun fires in this first-person shooter. It's like, nah, man, that's the genre. That's just how this, that's just what the function is. I'll never find it fun or valuable, I don't think. But I can't fight the game on it. Also, Ross, thank you for the 10. I don't think I said a proper thank you. Yeah, sure. I was definitely dodging, but that's fine. That's fine. This is one of the streams that I'm gonna close and just feel awful after. I could just close it and be upset about zero progress, and also how frustrated I let a video game make me. I feel like that's almost a safe place to heal. Okay, hold tight. Fuck this game. Oh my god, your fucking jump. I think it's especially frustrating when the run ends to the thing that frustrates me the most. Am I just dumb? Am I just like not, are my eyes just turned off? Is my brain just not connecting? Because sometimes that happens. Ugh. Stop it with the knives! You know how I... Yeah, sure, touch him. It doesn't matter. Just kill me. For the 112%. I've already committed to the whole video's concept being 112%ing the game, so I get to have my opinions. And plus, I've also just come so far that, like, if I wasn't gonna go for the 112, I shouldn't have gone for 111. And if I'm not gonna go for 111, I shouldn't have gone for the 110. Basically, the entire premise of my playthrough here has been going for the 112. I want to see everything the game has to offer. I want to understand the game as best as I can. It's just difficult in an instance like this, because I'm realizing that one of the things the game has to offer is remarkable levels of frustration for me. And that's not like the game's design. Team Cherry didn't set out to be like, hey, do you think we could frustrate... Oh, fuck you, game. Oh, fuck you. Do you think we could frustrate Thane Bishop as much as possible? They didn't mean to do that. That wasn't their intent. Like, I don't blame the game, I don't blame the devs, and like, for what it's worth, I'm also not blaming myself here. In a game this large with this much to offer, it's almost inevitable that there will be a difficulty in communication between the way the developers want to make their game and the way that I enjoy games being made. So even if there's like 98% of the game is like fluent between my own understanding of how I enjoy games and how the developers want to make their games, there's still gonna be like a 2% that is frustrating. I should have just dodged through. I had the materials to dodge through! That was a bad time to dodge. This run's over. I think I gave today a very good effort, though. What I've been doing is allowing myself, if I feel like I've done a good job on a given day, to go to the wiki page for a thing and look up minor details for it. Because, like, there was a point where I was doing the Coliseum of Fools where I was really getting just locked down on one phase in particular, and I finally just caved and went to look at it, and the wiki was like, oh yeah, after that phase, it's basically free. And I'm like, okay. It's still hard, but if I can just get past the one bit where I'm getting stuck, I know I can do the rest. And so I think I just need to do my own homework and find the moment where it's like, if you can do XYZ part of Pure Vessel, and the Pure Vessel can go fuck himself. Yeah. In fact, it just says fuck you, Thane. Really weird way to tell a narrative. Because unfortunately, we've also hit the point where it's like, I won't be satisfied with myself if I come this far and then bail. Which means I won't be satisfied with an essay, I won't be satisfied with whatever video I put together. I have very truthfully locked myself in to this experience. I think part of the frustration is I was kind of judging a lot of the future schedule off, like, having an idea of how long the previous Pantheons took. And just recognizing that, like, Pantheon 4 has obliterated that time scale. Because I just remembered, this isn't Pantheon 4. This is practice mode for 15 minutes into Pantheon 4. Ooh, okay. Let's get back to the center here. That's fine. No, no, no! Oh, I thought I had a... Okay, we're good, we're good. I thought I had an opening. I did not have an opening. Okay! There's a new thing happening. Ooh, missed me with that jump. Okay, it goes way longer than I thought. That's fine. Honestly, I can be so content with that. Oh... I can be so content with that. That's okay. I can be content with that. I can be so happy with that. Okay, so there is normal stage, boom stage, and lash phase. I'm going to assume I got to the, like, tentacles, Zaid, for the first time. There's that. Sorry, my brain's turned off, and it was purely just in. Reading off the letters. My bad, Zed. I got to the tentacle phase. Okay, I don't like calling it that. I got to the lashes. I don't know. That's not better either. I got to the third part. All right, I'm gonna call it there. Technically, like 3 minutes early, but let's be real. It's not gonna get better. I'm gonna go take a shower or relax or something. I feel gross. Before I go, thank you to Thomas for 2, Chubis for 5, Ivan for 5, Relic for 2, Jaster for 2, Jaster for 5, Relic for 2, Jesse for 5, Jaster for 5, Relic for 2, and Ross for 10. Guys, thanks for being here. Sorry that this was just me bouncing around one place for 4 hours. I would have loved if the stream was more interesting than this, but I appreciate you guys sticking around and hanging out. Tendrils? That makes more sense. Guys, thank you to everybody who's been here. Thank you to everybody for supporting the stream. I will see you guys Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not really going to have an opportunity for an earlier stream, so I will see you guys Tuesday. Have a good night.